Hello, mic check. Okay, I see my stream. Let me turn on my bot. That's the second step. My bot has turned on. Now let's work on the. Yeah, okay, it's official. The stream is up. I'm getting some network issues for some reason. Okay, the issue has been resolved. Okay, cool. Today we might. This is the agenda for today. We need to install a free open source version of VirtualBox or VMware, so that I need some Linux, not WSL, like Linux container, a full-fledged operating system. And the second thing is we need to optimize the Spendify. I think the backend, which currently does the HTML parsing, could have been done in the client side as well. So that would drop some of our processing time in the backend. So for that, let's go ahead and see what is it called. Hey, Ritu Parna, early today. Yeah, weekend, bro. Weekend. So I just like woke up at 8. I actually woke up at 7:40, but I was sleepy till 8:30 or 9. Then it took an hour to just, fresh up, sit in front of my machine. Welcome to the stream, Ritu Parna. Let's see if I can readjust my microphone. This is good. I can see my screen as well as I can see my keyboard. But the thing is, I should keep conscious of my hands so that I don't disturb my microphone. Okay, much better. Hey, Harish, welcome, bro. What are you doing today? Virtualization? Not exactly virtualization, but yeah, I would need a full-fledged Linux desktop because Expo, React Native Expo doesn't support Windows anymore. For development, it does, but it's in order to generate an APK file, I have to either depend on their cloud service, which is also free for certain time, and then we have to try Windows or Linux. Those, sorry, Mac or Linux, those are the official versions which are supported for using your hardware to generate the APK file. WSL is there, but it's really tricky to install Android Studio in it. We need ADB, we need a bunch of different things. It's definitely easier for me to use the UI or a fully installed desktop version and then clone my repository and deal with it. That's the first agenda. And obviously, the second one is I have a parsing HTML logic in my Spendify backend. I strongly believe that could have been done in the client side as well. It's just a Python code. So if I can replicate that in JavaScript, it's easier. Again, it's HTML, so JavaScript is meant to be dealing with HTML. So I was thinking to move that from Python to frontend. That's the second one which we need to finish today. And the third one is obviously it's a weekend stream. If you want to discuss some tech news or I'll keep this open. If something pops up, we can deal with that section. So yeah, that's the main part we are talking about today. Cool. So I was last time I installed a virtual machine. It's VMware. I don't know if it's still doing or is it still active, or if there is any other better alternate. You guys can suggest that for me. Is it free or is it paid? Looks like they completely went ahead and become a corporate. I'm going to Apple Store right now buying a Mac Mini M4. Should I wait for M5 or buy an M4? Virtual box. Virtual box. Is it a free one? Okay. I think I downloaded this already. No, I did not. Virtual box. Yes. I don't know if I installed it. No. Virtual box. Looks like I did not install it. Let's run the installation. I would say M4 should be fine for you, bro. What are you trying to do? Okay. Oh, missing dependent. Installing the Oracle VirtualBox Python binding requires Python core package and Win API bindings to be installed. You can install the configuration later. For instructions, refer to the OK. Alternatively, install them before continuing within the next. OK. I don't know what to press there. Then M4 should be fine. I did buy a Mac Mini before. It was a gift for someone. I did not use it, but I for the what do you call it? For the one day I had it, it's really good. If you are, but you need to spend a lot of money for like hardware, like monitor, cables, and keyboard, mouse. If you're fine with whatever monitor you find, then it's a good choice. I think you have lost a very good deal, bro. Before like 1 month, it was like what 399. Now it's a bit expensive. You're talking about M4 Mac Mini, right? Yep. So I saw the same deal. Not it might not be the exact like version, but it was 399. I bought it for 520 with tax. It was 499 something. I bought it for. Looks like they have increased the price. How did I get these deals info? But in US there is slick deals. If you are aware of it, whoever watching from United States, there is this website slick deals where you can find a bunch of really good deals. Most of them are really great, uploaded by regular people or also the team. So give it a try. You can track it. You can see Mac Mini M4, 499. It's on eBay, I guess. But I did find it. Which I bought was from Micro Center for 520 with tax. But that was last year. I think February, March. Yeah, at the same time. Yes. It's been 1 year already, which I bought and I returned it as well. Okay, now basic mode export. Can I directly go ahead and use it, or should I? Okay, what is the lightweight version? I don't want to use Ubuntu or complicated UI, but I do need a desktop. Uh, Lightweight Linux for virtual box. I'm getting a 24 GB RAM variant. Getting it for 950. Oh, I didn't buy 24 GB version. Maybe I can just ask ChatGPT. I have a use case where I need to install Android Studio, not for coding, but for developing or compiling to an APK file for an existing React Native project. I install VirtualBox. So I'm looking for a Linux-based operating system which is lightweight. I do need a UI. It needs to be like a full-fledged UI, but I don't have any other purpose. I'm not going to use that for any other things. So, which distro should I pick? Okay. Ubuntu Mate. Is that even a thing? Okay, it does have AMD 64. It's 4 GB. I mean, it's fine. I'll just use it now. Direct. It's downloading. Yeah, I'm using Ubuntu Mate, I guess. I even wanted to install like a 1 GB of operating system, Ubuntu. Is it a lighter version of this? But the thing is, I don't really need any other use case. So why do I install a big operating system just to spin up, waste my RAM? I'm already like what 44%, and most of them is taken by the Firefox, I guess. What is the size of it? They didn't specify any size though. Oh, which one is the Windows version? Okay, AMD desktop image ISO file. It's 3.2. Yeah, a little bit lightweight, I guess. Let's see which one is actually the fastest. Then the best is to set up a graphics on WS. The last time I tried installing Android Studio in WSL was a nightmare. E- Even then, your stream is lagging. I realized there is a network issue. Yeah, it looks like the packets are back. There has been some network issues lately. It's unsure why. 11% of network dropped frames. I'll monitor my network activity. If something goes wrong again, I'll keep that in mind. Hey, thanks for the like, bro. First like. Thanks for the like. You know what? Let me also like from my own accounts because you guys are not liking my stream, anyways. Even YouTube is complaining. YouTube is not receiving enough video stream. Is it downloaded yet? Why is it taking this much RAM? Is Firefox not optimized? So what is a website which takes this much RAM? So I'm closing all these unnecessary. And let's see. Is it still the same? Dropped a little bit, almost like 6 to 7%. So I only have one tab. If I close that, what is the outcome? Okay, that dropped a little bit. Oh, that dropped a lot. Hey Nadeem, welcome to the stream, bro. What's up? Yeah, I think the ISO files are downloaded. I'm going to install L Ubuntu. VirtualBox, new L Ubuntu. ISO file. Other downloads. L Ubuntu Linux OS distro is supposed to be. I don't see L Ubuntu, but I guess Ubuntu should be fine. Or yeah. Detect OS type. The ISO cannot be installed using unattended. Okay, that's fine. Base memory. Increase it to 4 gigabytes. Number of CPUs. I think I can spend some CPUs. Just use the 8 gigabytes. Let's spend it to like uh, 30, 32 gigs. I'm doing good, man. How are you doing? What is your project we are going to do in this stream? Uh, Today that agenda is to install Linux VirtualBox. Sorry, install Linux inside VirtualBox because React Native Expo has dropped the support for Windows. You can still code on Windows, but in order for you to compile a APK file, you need to use Mac or Linux. With my previous experience with WSL, it is a nightmare to deal with Android Studio or install any dependencies because we need to install Java, we need to install Android Studio, we need to install ADB, stuff like those. So I just went ahead and used the cloud versions of. They provide a free, I think 3 times of compiling it to an APK file. But even I exhausted those free times, so I thought, okay, let's install a Linux machine, because if you have a Linux, you can build an APK file on your local. You don't have to use their cloud services, which is good. Also CPU 12 or more. I don't think I have that many cores, bro. I have 14 cores. That's it. If I give all my cores, I think I can spend 6 cores. Cool, great. I need think of Docker stuff. I mean the base image. I do use a ton of Docker. It's great, but the problem is it's the same like WSL itself. Docker runs on WSL. I need a classic UI, desktop version of any kind of operating system, because that's what is needed. I gotta increase the RAM, but I don't think, what is the RAM I have? So I have 32 gigs. The PC currently is in almost idle and it's using 12 gigabytes. So it's safe to expect that the virtual box needs at least 8 gigabytes. Oh no, this is not the one. Yeah, 8 gigabytes. Yes. Okay. I'm going to the next. And the second agenda is the Spendify project. If you remember, there is a logic written in the backend using Python to parse the HTML receipt. I strongly believe that can be moved to client side now, so that I don't have to worry about the backend, stressing on it. If I move that to front end, it will be much more, resource saving for the backend. That's the first step. Should I press this green icon, or how is it supposed to turn on? Start. Okay, it's starting. I don't know if I have the hypervisor turned on in my BIOS. Let's see. Okay, it's working. It's working. I'll close it. Try or install. Yeah, definitely install, bruh. In the meantime, we can cover what happened in the world. Let's deal with that. Or maybe we can just work on the what do you call it? Backend stuff. It's turned on. You can see it in the taskbar below, the number of cores virtualization enabled. Oh, where did I see that? Yeah, I can see that it's worked on, but where can I see? Okay, the virtual box. It's good that it won't just take up the 8 gigabytes of RAM. Okay, select your language. Yeah, Ethernet is connected. Try install Ubuntu. Waiting for the module. Next. It's actually do. Am I that worried about the time zone? That's fine. Go ahead. Okay, below where is the section? In the number of cores? Okay. No, below where you check the number of cores, you have in processor section. Okay, in process section. I'm aware of this, but I mean, it's dynamic use case, right? It's not going to just use all the CPU at the same time. Normal install, minimal install, only desktop variant. I don't need all those, so I'll go for minimal. Download and install updates from. I don't think that's necessary for now. Okay, relax. There is a delay. So, okay, back 14 cores. Yes. Now, where is VirtualBox shown here? Hey, Deepan, welcome back, bro. Welcome back, Deepan. Below logical process 20 is the same as before. I don't see any difference. You're talking about these cores? Virtualization enabled. Oh, now I see it. Okay. Okay. Thank you. I didn't mean to trigger that, honestly, but it triggered. I I feel sorry if I say sorry for that. Okay. It is. No. What is a disk? Okay, then I just then go ahead. Yeah, log in without it. I'm not really making any changes. I'm just, yeah, just do it. That is hypervisor. Yeah, I guess I turned it on sometime, but never really forgot. When did I turn it on? Because previously I did use WSL or Docker, so that means these things worked fine. That means I have hypervisor enabled in my BIOS. Good stuff. Anyways, yeah, I can see the RAM is spiking up a little bit. That's totally fine because it's doing an installation. But look at this Firefox. Is it just Firefox or normally browsers are taking that much resources? Let me try opening Chrome. Okay, how much does it take if I open x.com? So Firefox is 1000, it's almost half, but it's not logged in yet. Browsers generally take that much time. Probably extensions also running, but this also has some extensions. It's almost the same, but the thing is Firefox has a lot more extensions than this Chrome version. Let's see what are the things. I have one. I don't think I'm actually using this. I have Temper Monkey and these two, one Browse Maze. Okay. It's almost the same. I thought Chrome is a bit, maybe it's a bit more optimized. But what are the extensions I have here? I only have one extension here. So I guess yeah, it looks like this is a bit more optimized Chrome version. But again, it's almost taking the same, so I'm not worried about it. I'm going to stick. I'm going to use Firefox. No worries. Enjoy buying your Mac Mini or Mac Mini, M4 Mini. Yeah, it's called Mac Mini, right? When I say Mac Mini, hey, what's happening? Super Base. Yeah, there has been some drama going on with Super Base these days. Looks like Super Base is not actually enabled inside India because most people who are using Geo, they are unable to connect to their products or the applications because of Super Base is kind of like blocked. Even I'm using Super Base. I don't know how this affects me, but really have to keep in mind. But why would they block Super Base though? Did they come up with GeoBase? Or someone created GeoBase. Look at this. Someone created like a tool called GeoBase. Surprise down on Geo, fix it in 60 seconds. Indian ISP and DNS blocking. Geo routes your Superbase API traffic through Cloudflare Edge networks. No VPN required. I'm definitely sure they used AI to create this, but imagine now the coding part is not really the bottleneck anymore. People are getting ideas and they are just doing it. So instead of using superbase.co, they just DNS'd it, or what do you call it? Reverse proxied it, or using GeoBase now instead of Superbase so that it won't be blocked. Genius. Genius, bro. Genius. Hey, welcome to the stream, bro. This guy is. No, you're not new. What was your name? We the people. What was your previous name? What's your opinion on learning Rust? If you want to learn it, go ahead and learn it. And you don't have to get people's opinion on what to learn. Hey, thanks for the like, bro. Whoever liked my stream, thank you so much. So if you are interested to learn that language, do it. Spend an hour or 2 hours. But if you're passionate that you need a Rust-based job, I would still say yes, because there are obviously less jobs than other languages compared to, but you also have less competition. Rust is definitely has some future, bro. And future AI impact on Rust job market. AI has impact on all coding job markets. All right. So it majorly has the impact on full stack or web dev kind of a stuff. Where I strongly believe is AI is going to reduce the team size. So previously the team size is 10 or 15. Now it's going to reduce it to 5 or 6. It's not going to completely like change every person into like AI agents, but that's not happening. So it doesn't matter which language you use. I don't think you're safe. But yes, if you only load TypeScript and some other things, it's much easier for you to be replaced. But if you use AI, then I think your chances are a bit more to be safe in the market. But Rust is definitely a good language to learn. It's not easy for AIs to write Rust, I guess, at this point. So it's safe. If you have time, then go ahead, try to learn it. But the job market is not that open for Rust yet, because web development or wherever the backend, no one actually writes backend in Rust anymore. That's what the most corporate companies use, like for backend, front end applications. So you need to look for uh, lower level companies where they use Rust for building their desktop applications or CLI tools, or probably these Google or companies which are trying to build agents now. They are optimizing their code so that they don't take that much memory or RAM, because now RAM, if they use less RAM, that RAM can be used for AI. So that's what they are trying to do. But again, future proof skill set for next 10 years, can you predict it? No. Prediction is a curse. No one really can predict it. It's not possible to predict what happens in 10 years. It's not even possible to predict what is the next model which ChatGPT is going to release in the next few months. I strongly believe that after like mid 2025 to like 2027, things are going to change really quickly. It's not that easy. So I don't think we can predict. It's just that you need to be agile or flexible to just keep learning new stuff. Whenever the things goes a little bit to the east, try to learn that tool. If it's going to the left, try to learn the other part. But yes, just like Rituparna mentioned, kernel development, I don't think anyone would use extensive AI to write kernel development. So you are still safe for like next 5 to 6 years in that field. But UI is absolutely dominated with AI. Web dev is absolutely dominated with AI. Deploying and stuff are still done by humans, like cloud management, network management. These are still done by like human. I don't think any AI model was released to do all these things. So please write those skill set in chat. I don't This is what I'm trying to say. uh, Try to look for hardware level jobs which talk to real hardware. I don't think AI actually has that much skills inside that. So embedded engineering, you can also try AI engineering, because that's what we are afraid of. So yes, that sums up the answer. Only one skill set is needed: curiosity. Just keep learning whatever the tools which AI can't do, so that you can have this job. So what tools, what are the skills here I'm talking about? Like network engineer, system engineer, cloud engineer, deployment manager, UI, web dev, these are gone. So don't try to come into that if you're new. Machine learning is a thing too, so you can try that. But if you are talking about the next 10 years, then I strongly believe quantum is going to kick in, quantum computing. But I am not sure about it. I'm not that skilled to actually predict for 10 years. So okay, let me answer lucky and unlucky. Lucky, I saw your message. I, I saw your message back in this line. Hello, I'm back. Am I going to give you like as always? Hey, thank you for the like, bro. The thing is, I was actually recording a clip so that my AI can edit that video. So if I talk something else, it's going to deviate the context window from this one to that one. So that's why I was trying to not talk to you, but I saw you're like trying to reply like a capital, like, hey, bro. So sorry about that. But I do not miss the chats. Okay. I read all your chat messages. Okay, let me also turn on the board which edits my videos. But the next, I think that in the next 10 years, it's going to come out. In the next 10 years, it's going to come out, definitely. I After like 5 years, what is 2026? In 2032, AI will be saturated. That's what I feel. Everyone will be using AI. Everything will be dependent on AI, something like that. Just like how we have like what triple camera mobile phone. No one is really excited about it anymore. So that's how it will be, and people will be stopping. Will People will stop being afraid of AI, and they just change their dynamics, and people will start focusing on the next computational power, which is quantum computing. But I don't actually see that being adopted by normal people because no one really has that much resources or even a need for quantum computer. Something like that. But the problem is, uh, currently no one actually understands, is it that even useful or do we need it? People understood what is the use of AI. So the difference between quantum and AI is, AI is like vastly adopted. Everyone knows that it needs to be developed and we need to use it. We need to have our own, even countries, or they are also trying to be independent on, okay, let's also build our own models. Quantum is still in development, yes, and normal people didn't really know what exactly that is and what is the use case for them. But people know that, okay, if I use AI, things can be done faster. Okay, it can write an essay, it can write some code, it can design thumbnails, it can design images, it can edit videos. There is a use case where normal people will also try to use it, but quantum still, it's not there. But in the next 5 years, if they are going to pitch quantum computing, they're obviously going to introduce, like, okay, these are the things uh, you guys can achieve by using quantum computer. You guess my point. Once that idea has been put out, if not people, companies will try to use it. And what problems that does it solve is also different than traditional computers. So maybe we can open up trying to solve a different kind of issues which quantum computer can solve. But again, that's for the next 10 years, not for near future. So we are safe until then. I think the operating system should have been installed by now. Okay, do it. We are so chill, still debating AI and jobs while the world is busy playing real life Call of Duty. Yeah, I didn't want you to go in that route because I don't think it will last much longer. Because no one really wins in a war. It's unless one big nation and one small nation, then obviously the odds are clearly evident. The other side is going to win. But if you're talking about numbers, even the big country will also lose some. I'm not talking about human life. Yeah, it will always be lost, but they will be losing some growth. They will be losing some money. People will also lose some money. People have to pay higher taxes because they have to cover up the amounts which has been used for the war. And the second one, the smaller country, no hope. We have seen what happens to the smaller countries. There are so many countries which had their own cultures, which had their own, you know civilizations or developments. They're all destroyed right now. Big countries can recover, small countries cannot. Oh, there's no like real war. It's just that tensions are rising. They are going neck and neck. AI impact on skills like cloud, DevOps, Golang, data engineering jobs, and will be there or not? Those jobs will be there. So AI is not going to replace DevOps or cloud or Golang developers or any Rust developers. It's not going to replace them completely. No, that's not the case. It's just that corporates are going to push you to use AI to speed up the process. That's what's happening and will happen for the next 1 or 2 years. Doesn't matter which programming language you use, you will be pushed. You will be pushed. Even if you're talking about DevOps, uh, there might be some easier way. There might be coming with browser based MCP models to just talk to the tool and it will be doing your things a bit faster instead of you messing it. But still, they would rely on a human to do such things because it would cost a lot more for the company just to save some hours by using AI. It's going to be a lot more expensive. If they introduce some kind of an issue, it's not a bug anymore. It's like a collapse of the entire application. Cloud, DevOps, network, data, these are like fundamentals, or building blocks or pillars of the project. If a developer introduced a bug with a button, that only costs millions. Imagine if something happens with the data, then it's gone. Who is going to recover it? Even recovery costs money. Relax. Don't feel afraid. Try to look for a job which needs humans plus a little bit of AI. Then you'll be fine. Nadim, we were actually discussing about quantum computers, Nadim. My friend here was actually the only person who I talked to where he has some interest in quantum computers. So what I was asking is like AI is known for everyone, everyone will be using it, and the question was what happens in the next 10 years. So what I said is the next 1 2 years, corporates, devs, or employers like who works in the tech, they are going to fully adapt AI. Team size will be shrinking, but AI will be adopted. Most people will be using AI to do their work. Then we can see that in current days, everyone is basically using AI. Even my mom uses ChatGPT. She talks in Telugu and to ask like, okay, what is this? What is that? She doesn't even use Google or YouTube anymore. She only uses ChatGPT. So what I'm trying to understand is, okay, normal people will also start using AI in the next 1 2 years. After that, let's call it 4 years or 5 years, AI will be saturated. That means everyone knows about them. Everyone is not afraid about it anymore. There will be like AI, customized AIs for like corporates, customized AIs for small companies as well, like billing studios. They can buy an AI model just like how they are buying a computer now. Once that is done, what is the next question? I said it's going to be quantum, but the difference is no one actually has any use case for quantum. I'm talking about normal people. Even companies, removing like 4 or 5 companies like big tech, no one actually has a use case for quantum. AI is everyone needs AI now, so they are aware of it. But unless the quantum, the team of quantum, whatever you call it, the community of quantum computers, when they show up like, okay, these are the things we can do with quantum, maybe that's when the adaptation begins. But it's still a bit future. After every company, focuses stop focusing on AI and moves to the next thing, I think that's when it happens. This feels just like the time when the world was panicking that computers would steal everyone's jobs. Same as AI now. Yeah, but again, if you talk about it, most people have lost their jobs because of computers. Many have lost. So the problem is not you or me. It's just the section is going to change. Just like how in India, people started from agriculture, they went to corporate, employees and stuff. Overall, yeah, it was a good move, but there are some families, some people who has, you know, lost some things. But again, that's the trade-off which we have to pay whenever humanity moves to forward. Yes, man. Quantum is the next growing field because it's like normal NP hard cannot be solved by normal computers, but quantum does it for us. It's already a use case in medical for quantum. We are talking about adaptation. See, MRI machines, X-rays, these are not adopted by normal people. Normal people would not buy those things. So in the same way, quantum cannot be installed in my phone or something like that. I'm not saying it's a bad thing or it's not powerful. It's powerful. It's just that it's not going to uh, make people lose their jobs, just like how AI is doing it. That's the what I'm trying to say. Uh, Imagine quantum computer comes out. What happens to web developers? Even let's say that after 5 years there is a job like web dev. What happens to them? So we are talking about how it can affect like AI. Is it going to affect like AI or is it going to have its own niche? That is what we use for content. If there is no use cases, only big use cases. Yes, only big use cases. That's where it is. We are seeing AI in everything. We are seeing AI in cameras. We are seeing AI in blind this thermometers and like what home temperatures. Ovens are also come. I'm sure after some years, LG, Sony, they are going to come up with their own like smaller versions of AI. Is going to detect what you put inside your oven and it's going to predict. Okay, try this once. But do you think this kind of adaptation will come for quantum computers? I don't think so. So that's what we are discussing about. Hey, what am I doing this here? Oh, I have to update my token. Sorry. It's like people saying people don't need computers in their homes in 1920. Got it. Nothing happens in web devs, but only NP hard or unsolved problems can be solved by only quantum computers. So, so we are good then. So, no, what do you call it? Misunderstandings. I like this geo base, man. Who created this? It's I use this to fix by someone. Geo base. I have no shame to admit I don't know what NP means. What does NP means? Quantum computer NP. Is that even a word? What is it? Does P equal to apply for quantum? Even after looking it up in Google, I still don't understand. Okay, NP complete problems. These are hard problems such as traveling salesman. Okay, where verifying a solution is easy, but finding it is extremely difficult. AI automates tasks that used to take hours and completes them in minutes. That's not the end of the job, it's the beginning of the new ones. Every technological shift looks scary at first, but it always creates new opportunities. Which is again, if you're looking at a large perspective, bro, you're looking from a far distance. Imagine that you are 55 years old or 45 years old, and you either need to step up the ladder or you need to just change your career. Do you think it's possible at that age? You'll be having kids, you will have health issues, you need to have we are talking about I'm trying to look into like small boxes of society. But yeah, if you zoom out, and then yeah, there will be new roles. Non-deterministic polynomial time algorithm. But I understand now after reading this. I understand. But these problems are also solved. Is it that like they're with quantum computer, it's going to solve a bit faster? That's what's happening, or why does it say remote host does not support it? Let me fix this small thing, guys. One second. Looks like the model is not running. I'm talking about the AI editor. Oh, the model is out. It was time killed, I guess. So I'll just turn it on. It might take some time. What is the context window? Hey, load this context window, bro. Increase it. This machine has like what 32 gigabytes of RAM. Increase it. I don't know if it's good idea to go all the way to the right. I think quantum computers will vanish all traditional tech stack. Your opinion? No. Uh, Hard no. I don't think so. So it's about, if you're talking about the share percentage of how much computers we have now and how much computers is going to be in the future in the next 10 years, absolutely no. Okay, now we have the model loaded. Ta-na-ni, ta-na-na-ni-na. Okay, my AI editor is up. It should be posting some shots now. So I don't, I don't really have a quality understanding of. Please remove installation media or press enter. What do you mean? Hey, what was my password? Did you read about the Turing machines or theory of computation? It's really interesting subject. I didn't know, bro. I When you said Turing, I talked about NVIDIA Turing GPUs. Turing machines. These are videos. I guess I have to take a look at this to in order to understand what can actually quantum solve. It looks like it's going to solve some problem like niche, or maybe it can solve a bit faster. Who knows? Okay, we got the operating system running. So let's. Do we have a browser? I don't think we have a browser. I hope we have one. No. Control Shift T. That isn't it the one which opens the terminal, or is it Control Shift this button below the escape? No. Control T. Shift T. No. Hey, what is a terminal? Qt terminal. Is that a Oh, NP. Yeah, I did read NP complete problems take exponential time to solve using. Okay, I didn't read this one. Okay, NP computer complete problems take exponential time to solve using classical computers, and for verification of solution task of phenomenal time. Quantum computers reduces the solution time complexity from exponential to poly. So the graph changes. It's not a constant time anymore, but it's a lot faster. Hmm. I think we are still in a lot early stage. Okay, I don't know if I have sudo. Do you have sudo apt update? I'm sure this is the first command we are supposed to make. Yes. Sudo apt upgrade. I don't. Do I have a browser? Install Firefox. Linux command line. Is there a quick one? Snap. I don't want to use Snap. Okay, in Debian. This is the one. Hey, what was the shortcut to open a terminal, bro? Isn't it Control Shift T? Oh, if I have a terminal, that's when it should show up here. So I guess the easier one is to just have like add to terminal, add to desktop. This one it would be easier. Okay, I'm going to install sudo apt install Firefox. I guess that's the command. Yes, I still have to install Android Studio. So yeah, I think I posted some of the messages or reels, or did it not post it? Yeah, it did post. Okay. Let's check it out how that actually looks. Content. Okay, we have this shots. I don't see a shot anymore. Why? Maybe is it possible that I might not have not enabled? You should have started to download Android Studio in the meanwhile. But first, I have to install the browser so that I can just use the browser in this machine only instead of switching it from Windows. Or maybe in another terminal, I'll try installing it. Ubuntu Android Studio. I need to install Node. I need to install a bunch of different things. The official IDE for Android deployed can be successfully installed on okay. What is a command? Snap? I don't want to use snap. While this is running, I'll open another one. Sudo apt install openjdk. What is it? 11. I don't know if that version actually helps or messes things up. I don't know. But 11 is a standard version, I guess, so it should be fine. While that is downloaded, let me just check out my code. If I might have disabled the updates or uploading it to short. Oh, it's uploading. It's uploading. So no issues. No issues. No issues. Why didn't it not upload it before? Lemon is very old, but it was. Let's once Firefox is installed, probably I would like to Firefox. Is it installed? I guess it didn't. Did it install or is it showing some errors? Is it how I'm supposed to turn on? Okay. Okay, React Native Expo local Linux setup. Export or set up your environment. Thank you. Where is it? iOS, Android device. I don't know. Expogo development will make your build on your own app. Make a build on your own app with developer tools, supports native modules and Indian. Okay, this one. And install. Why do we need this one? Create an Expo account and log in. Configure project. How can I configure the project? Which Java versions or things I need to use? Yes, build Linux. Quick start. Create your first build. Internal devs. ES submit introduction. Development and aliases. No. I saw they had a like a local version. Yeah, run EAS build locally with local flag. Okay. Use cases for local builds. Okay, using local builds for debugging. That's different limitations. Maybe this is the one. Android. Yes. Open JDK distribution install to access key tool. Okay, what is the version should I install? Oh, you can download it. Okay, it's open. It's 11. It's 17. Sorry. Wait a minute. They said it's not supported in Windows. I read it somewhere that it's not supported in Windows. Okay, if that's the case, maybe I have to update this command to use 17. Yes, build locally Windows. Yeah, Windows is not officially supported, but it's possible to build your Expo app locally on Windows using Windows. Oh, WS. Okay, then it's fine, I guess. 2023. Yeah, they have stopped supporting it a long time ago, so I'm still in the right terms with that. Cool. This one is fine. So once I install that, you can download and install from your system packager. Set up Android Studio. Is there any easier one for? Oh, they do not have. I feel like this is going to be a little bit tricky. I got to take a look at this. There is one shot, and that is definitely uploaded. Start development. Okay. Linux, Android Studio. Or is it a possible like okay, set up Linux, React Native, Expo, local ES build. If not official, maybe we can find someone who has created a Medium blog post or something. 2025. We need Node.js latest. I don't remember the version. It's 24, but I don't think they support 24. I think it's uh, only 22. React Native Expo supported. React Native Expo supported. What is the thing? React Native Expo supported Node version. Yes, it's minimum. So I think 22 should be fine. Linux Node 22. Is there a command for sudo? I know an idea. I have an idea. sudo. Let me install some. Why is it asking a tab name? Sudo apt install node.js. I'm sure it's going to install an older version, but I can just upgrade that using nvm node. Okay, it's installing a node something something. So npm, do I have it? No. I got node, so install nvm linux. Okay, we got use curl, paste clipboard. Yes. Zero upgraded, zero install. Why? Okay, already installed. Nice. Then we got to use this one. Why does it keep asking me the same thing? nvm. I hope it's there. Yeah. nvm install node. How can I specify a version? npm install variable node installation shell install. Okay, it's space 22.000, something like that. Okay, it's working. Nice. Once this is installed, we can proceed to the next step. I have the node, so let's see which one is working. Okay, it's using node now. Okay. I think I can default it to use. I don't want to use the 24 version. LTS is 24. I want to fall back to 22. Yes, this is the one. Okay, nvm use 22.0.0. Okay, that's fine. Let's keep this terminal open in the meantime. Let's see what else we need. It has generated a reel. I'm checking out how does it actually show up. Look at this. Someone created like a tool called GeoBase. Surprise down on Geo. Fix it in 60 seconds. Indian
Who is
ISP
that? Oh,
and
Rituparna. I
BN.
thought it's. Hey, I forgot his name. It syncs up. Who is that? Jaspreet? No, it's not Jaspreet. It's working. Yeah, Spider-Man is working. I definitely saw it. Is blocking. Geo routes your Superbase API traffic through Cloudflare Edge networks. No VPN required. It is working, bro. I saw your. I saw it. Then that means you should also be able to see it. There is no way you can. You should not be able to see that. It's not possible. If I see it in my OBS, then you should be seeing it on your screen. Pros. I don't think it should. Can you like try closing the YouTube and then restarting it? I'm watching my own stream, bro. It's looking good. Yeah, there was a network issues in the beginning. There's an ad playing on my video. I didn't froze. I can see it moving. Everything's good. Should be good, bro. Okay, what are we building now? Yeah, Android 15. So, download Android Studio for Mac and Windows. Is it not possible? Okay, we got the Node.js working. Let's. I don't know how can I check Java working. Java version. No, Java. How can I check the Java version? Okay, it's hyphen version. So Java is installed, bro. That's that's a good sign. What is the next one? Android Studio is the last one. Okay. Install Android Studio in Linux. In Linux. Okay. I hope it doesn't show me the snap. Install on Linux. ASF. What is this one? Open the terminal and use the apt command to install the download, and then apt handles any necessary dependencies and replace ding 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 with your actual path of the file. Where is that path? Okay, we might be able to do this. Yeah, that's a problem. Oh, they want me to download the Debian file and then deal with it. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, where is it? Did they provide a link? Okay, I think this is the one. Oh my god. Download. So once I have this, that's when I have to install it. Where is it actually installing? Okay, this is downloaded. We can now go to the file, desktop downloads. Okay, I have the file now. What did this say? Okay, they wanted me to install that file. The default location is okay. Announced by running the studio sh. A little bit tricky, but let's see. ls. So I'm going to, instead of using this, I'm going to use this name. Oh, I didn't want it to that to be executed. So I'll copy this text and paste it. Oh, it's difficult than expected. Okay, sudo apt install. Now, how can I copy the file name? Rename, or maybe a studio. A bit simpler. A studio dot d Debian file. Okay, it's doing it. It's nice. Now, in the meantime, I can open this Spendify project and let's see. I would like to see how it edit the video. Market is not that it's safe. If you have time, then go ahead, try to learn it. But the job market is not that open for Rust yet, because web development or wherever the backend, no one actually writes backend in Rust anymore. That's what the most corporate companies use, like for
backend, front end applications. Lower level companies where they use Rust for building their desktop applications or CLI tools, or probably these Google companies which are trying to build agents now, they are optimizing their code so that they don't take that much memory or RAM, because now RAM, if they use less RAM, that RAM can be used for AI. It's safe. If you have time, then go ahead.
What's my dog's name?
Hey, Sahani, Jai Sri Ram. Yeah, welcome to the stream, bro. I just pushed some two shots or three, so I'm just looking at them like how it actually looks. Okay, downloaded and installed successfully. I have to download is performed unsandboxed as a root file. Cannot be accessed by the user app. Requires a permission denied. Why though? But it says installed package. Does it mean it worked fine or did it fail? So they said it's going to be installed in this file. So let's go and look into that. Do we see OPT here? Yes, OPT ls. Okay, we have that CD Android Studio. And should I see Studio sh here? Maybe inside bin? Yes, Studio sh. Okay, and then I just have to run this studio.sh. Okay, it's running. Nice. I don't say anything, bro. So what tools, what are the skills here I'm talking about? Like network engineer, system engineer, cloud engineer, deployment manager, UI, web dev, these are gone. So don't try to come into that if you're new. But if you are talking about the next 10 years, then I strongly believe quantum is going to kick in, quantum computing. Yeah, standard installation, proceed with all these. I don't think I need an emulator, but it's a good to have it. And then I press accept, I proceed next. Harish, you're back. You came in, you said hi, you went back, and then you came back again. Nice. Did I do something wrong with my stream? I didn't. I was expecting people to, come up because it's weekend and unsure what happened. Is it because of my thumbnail? I used AI to create it, or is just some bad timing? Who knows? Yeah, the thumbnail doesn't really do it justice. Yeah, I blame the thumbnail mostly. Let's try changing it to some. I guess people will show up around 11 or 12. Really. I'll just change the thumbnail to something which does not look that bad. I'll keep the thumbnail. What do you guys feel about the thumbnail? Maybe it's just me because I'm streaming. I'm thinking where did thing went wrong. But what is the time now in India? It's 9:51. So it's almost 10, bro. Yeah, I install Ubuntu not in my main operating system. It's in the virtual box because I need Linux to actually build an APK file. So that's where this kicked in. Also, in the meantime, let's open the code section. Z open. So let's first check HTML receipt service. So what this is actually doing, it's using beautiful soap. It removes script and style elements and then extract based on common practices. Find merchant info, Walmart specific, generic merchant names. Okay. And then it's going to look for address patterns. And then it's going to look for find date. And then it's called find transaction ID, find items, find totals. Your projects you go the you your projects you recommend to build the leverage go features instead of the straight code. Something like networking, a JSON based database file, a project, a containerization like Docker, not as big as Docker, but something like that. Go has a really good like simple concurrency as a developer experience. It's easier to do that. So we have to talk with those kind of a things. CLI tools is also really good, but I guess if you're really into CLI, then you might be using C++ or Rust. That's a different story. Are you happy with this answer? Much lower level tools, let's say reverse proxy, or what do you call it, audio processing, file management. There is actually a project which built on Go for Windows, where in Windows the file handling is a bit old. It doesn't show the file sizes. It does show the file sizes, but it doesn't show the folder size. Something like this. It shows what is the size of this file. Well, maybe I should. Okay, it does show the size of this one, but it doesn't show the size of this folders. So there is, I think it's called folder plus. So yeah, these kind of projects are a good start. If you're looking for them, then go to the GitHub. Aren't those too technical? I mean, the code is actually not the least technical one. So if you don't want to do code, then obviously these are the other options. So if you want something easier, then what can we do? What can we do? What is the medium version? So we don't talk about code. The only thing is like, yeah, that's I can't really come up with something, bro. I only think, yeah, okay, these are the only possibilities. Okay, Android Studio is installed. I go to settings. Even I'm still thinking I cannot just find what could it be. What are the other versions? So there should be a field called SDK. Maybe not this one. No, this is the one. Okay, inside more actions, SDK manager. Yes, and inside this we need to install Android 15, I suppose. But I forgot what are the suggested ones. So let's go into the browser and see. Okay, standard version. What? Accept all the available. Okay. Android 15 vanilla ice cream SDK is required to compile a React Native Expo. Okay. Vanilla ice cream, is this the one? What is the difference between these two? I'm going with this one, looks simpler. Redivision 2. Okay, apply. What else? And in the languages, under the SDK platform, looks like there is SDK tools and SDK platforms. Okay. Will chat GPT it? Oh, will chat. You're going to use chat GPT. Yeah, sure. It's a good tool, bro. It can suggest you. So if you, Android SDK is looking for pre-release 16 KB, a lot of things I have to install, I guess. Can I minimize it? Okay. Select Android SDK platform 35. Android SDK platform 35. That's where I can't see it. Platform SDK. SDK update? No. SDK tools. What is this one? Command line tools. Yeah, let's install that too. Play services. Am I missing something here? Or build or environment debugger Kotlin? I So in Android SDK, they have SDK platform. These are the things they see, but I don't see these options. Uh, Platform 35 looks like I have to expand it, but I don't see the expand icon at all. Maybe first I have to like install it and then deal with it. Never seen this kind of an error. The network is stable a little bit compared to the start. Is 228.10.46. 228.10.38. What is this video? Okay, it's done. Finish. Maybe now I can see some more options. But I still don't see more options. I think this is going to be a challenge for me then. SDK tools. Either I'm missing something or SDK update. I don't even see those Windows options. Let's try referring to Linux or Mac OS based installations. Maybe they can show up something. Mac OS. Does it have anything else? Even this has the next version. I'm just going to copy these. Okay, and then what? React Native Expo based. React Native Expo based. You know what? I know someone who has a MacBook. Maybe I can try in their machine. I think it should be easier. But I know I don't want to do that. So let's try. Let's give it a try. Let's give it a try. Expo Linux EAS build setup. Setting up an EAS build on Linux involves prerequisites, installing EAS CLI, configure a project, and etc. Node.js step by step. Okay, okay. Run the build, test, and install the EAS. Android setup. Do we have a task manager inside this? Resource. Ubuntu task manager. I just wanted to see what is the resource consumption. This has open it in here. Okay. Devices. Keyboard, insert control or delete. Nothing happens. Okay. In Ubuntu, I need old what? No. How to install React Native Expo and meanwhile it's 2024. Setting up an Android Studio on Linux for React Native Expo. Nice. Finally. Upgrade okay, and then something. Install Android Studio and once create a test project. Choose standard or UI theme. Select a preferred UI theme, SDK platform, virtual device setup, and create a test project. Looks like I'm good until this point, so I'll press OK and I'll create next. Virtual device manager medium. Let's see if this works out. Your CPU does not support required. Okay, unfortunately your computer does not support hardware accelerated virtualization. Use a physical device to test. Okay, that's fine. So new project, report checkout. Let's maybe create a new directory. Android projects. Okay, press next. What does it want? Local, not a valid checkout. Am I missing something? What does it mean? Not a valid checkout. Android Studio. Yeah, okay. Not a single specific error. So it depends on the exact error when cloning, switching branch. What? Select a local workspace. Next. It's required. I'm not trying to import a project. I am trying to create a new one. Okay. Android GitHub projects. Maybe this will work out. Who knows? Android remusic. It's written in Kotlin. Okay, this is the one. Oh, it's not actively developed. Why? It was working fine. Probably this was abandoned and then remusic was also abandoned. So I'm going to make a clone of this or GitHub link, clone a repository URL directory. Okay, clone. If that works, then that's fine. Clone failed. What? This is this a Git repository? It is one. Select local workspace. This is also not working. This is a GitHub URL clone. Okay, now it's cloning. I had a stupid hash. Okay, I didn't realize it's going to. When I said full screen, I didn't realize it's going to do this kind of full screen. I guess something is working definitely. I guess the thing is set up. I'm going to move on with the next one. I'm going to set up as coding. I press oh, but in terminal. Do I have git? Yes. What is the gh login? GitHub CLI Linux. Okay, that's a simple command. This is Java. This is the first terminal I had. Firefox is still running, so I need it. I'm going to close this. GH login. Logic Pro login. Okay, it's auth login. GH auth login. HTTPS authenticate with your credentials. Yes. I don't think. Yeah, let's log in. Paste your code and enter. Okay. Huh, very strange. Is there any way I can open it in my other machine to log in? What was it again? It's this one. Okay, it's not. How can I copy this? Input keyboard. Soft keyboard? What does it mean? No. Keyboard settings. Input. Nothing is there to actually copy it. Looks like I have to. Okay. Com login /login /return to http percentile 3 and then a percentile 2 and a what f a f f. Hey Sage, welcome bro. What was that gif? Did it work? I didn't see it. Is there any way I can copy this text? How can I copy this and paste it here? I need to copy this and paste. Is there another way? Paste your browser, login with a web token. What's going on? Okay, now I can see. Now I can see the GIF. Okay. I'm trying to set up a local development for React Native Expo. It's not officially supported in Windows, so but I'm now trying to log in so that I can clone my repository. Or if it's, but how can I copy a text? Copy paste text from virtual box. In virtual box. Okay, looks like install guest additions. Click on devices and go to USB and select the guest addition CD images. Okay, what is this one? Okay, and then what? Go to settings. No. Inside devices, select insert additional CD image, run the installer within the guest OS and restart. I have no clue what this means. Thanks for the like, bro. Whoever liked my stream, thank you so much. Bye bye. I'm supposed to do something here, but I'm unable to understand what is this one. In order to allow copy paste in your Ubuntu VirtualBox, you need to install guest additions. Start VirtualBox. Start the host in question. Once the host is booted, click on devices. Okay. Once you open the terminal window in the guest, mount with this one. Insert the images into the C. Install all the necessary. That's too much. Shared clip load. Yes, bi-directional. Okay, now it's working. Now how can I copy this? Still not working. Shared folders, global port. Okay. Is it available now so that I can just see? Do I see share anywhere here? No. Maybe here? I still don't see anything. Documents? No. Okay, that's fine. So how does it work? Shared clipboard, host to guest, guest to host, host to guest, guest to host. Yes. So I copy this and paste it. Nah, still not working. Okay. Online shared clipboard, clip.net. Finally, I can just do this. CLI cl1p.net. Okay, now what? It still shows the same thing. Ah, come on. Enter the URL to start the clip example. Okay, and paste anything you want. The other computer enter the same URL and gets your stuff. Have a nice day. But that's not how it's working. I press this one. This is what I have. Probably this was some other person, so I'm going to use this one. Okay, I pasted my thing here, and it should be a long word, I guess. So UQZIARZAZAQMKUD. Clip has been created. Okay, now I see it. Nice. Finally, after a long time. Okay, it's 47F0411C. 47F0411C. Ah, after a long time. Authorize GitHub. When your phone is ready, click on the. Okay, looks like I have to use this. Okay, nice. Now I just have to gh repo clone spendify. No, spendly. Okay, now that's the one. CLS or ls. Thanks for the like, whoever liked my stream. Oh, thank you. CD spendly ls, and this is where I have CD spendify ls. Okay, now I have the terminal, everything open. Now we got to use npm install. It's going to take some time. And then what? I probably need to install EAS. చూస్తున్నా అన్ని అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తున్నా. That is done. Now EAS. I don't think I have EAS. Create a release Android. Once I have these, set up your environment, development, build. Okay, then what? Mount the desktop, understanding Node.js integration, setting up the Java. Oh, apply the changes, debug, and development tools. Android Studio built-in tools, log cat tool window. View and modify files on your desk device emulator. ADB Android debug bridge. Expose CLI. Yes, build local. Quick start. Okay, local. Get your first build, run building locally on your own infrastructure. Nice. Okay, npx. Maybe I have to install this. install EAS expo. Hey, how can I install this EAS, bro? EAS CLI, is this the official one, or yeah, published 8 years ago? Okay, npm install ELS CLI. Come on, do it quickly. I'll also keep this copy, and then we'll wait for it to run. How is it possible? Npm install EAS -g -save. Even now it's not working. Npm install. Oh, it's npm install CLI. Okay. Okay, now probably it might work. Yes. Email. I don't know if I have an email. EAS build. Where should be the files for all these things? Dashboard for EAS builds. EAS expo builds. Where can I find those builds? Limitations. Oh my god, it's painful. Okay, I think I have it now. 13 days ago. Okay, what email ID am I using? Okay, I have it. I don't know what is the password, bro. I'm guessing this is the one. Is it using local or is it using the cloud version? It's using local. Ton of errors already. It's doing something. I hope this works. Once I have, here are the highlights of the release. Okay, it's just Gradle. Also, as things are working fine, I'm not going to touch the HTML part of it. Let's worry about what's happening with the backend. So if I open Spendify, unlock the account, I don't remember the master password. recovery. Login. Pillage. Okay, now it's logging. It says API is online, so that means either it worked fine or let's do a reload. Okay, health options. How can it actually? Even if it says it's off, it shouldn't be online. Maybe. Yeah, we should see some commas here. It's tricky. PI config. So somewhere here I had the regex, not this one. Backend slash API. Backend app. Is it main.py? Yes. Allow regex. It should say whatever it's having in the front end dot blazingben.com. Yes. Still shows it's not working for some reason. I have another idea. How about this? npm cd spendify. Okay, npm start. Let's say this is the web page. What's happening? Build fail. Wow, what a wonderful error, bro. I would really like to give up on this. SDK location not found. Define SDK location. Android home. Yeah, okay. I do know where that is. CD opt ls cd android ls cd bin ls, and yep, this is where it is. So studio.sh. Once it opens up, we gotta set up the Android home. That's what we need to do. How can I close this project? Is there a settings here? Yes. SDK manager. So this is the Android home. I gotta save this and basically paste it. Oh, now I see it. Where is the 15 version? Okay. Yep. Devices, machine settings, storage. Probably we might need to increase this. I didn't know 32 gigs is not enough for this. It's stuck. The machine is stuck. Man. Is it completely stuck, or the RAM is fine? The CPU is also fine. Yeah, it's using the as much disk as possible. Did I press OK accidentally? Let me restart this. How can I change the settings for storage? I would like to increase the settings. Storage. Just 24 GB. I don't think 24 GB might be enough. But how can I change the settings? Storage. I cannot increase the. It's VDI. Okay. Can I increase the size of it? Power of the machine. Increase the virtual size disk in the GUI. File, tools, and then what? Virtual media manager. I think I'm going with this one. Media manager. Okay. Oh, thank you. Apply. Okay, it's applied. Nice. Now we close this box. Virtual Oracle virtual box. Open it up. File. How can I go back? Home. Machines should power on soon. Okay, I have this. Open the terminal. cd.ls cd opt cd android cd bin studio sh.sh. This should execute the Android Studio, yes, and it should look. Okay. SDK manager, Android Studio, vanilla ice cream, show extra packages. So I don't need all these. Somewhere this is where the game begins now. I should actually see a path somewhere. Okay, SDK installation. Verify the SDK patches matches with your. Oh, these are all the things we need to do. Java, home, OPT, GBR, Android, home path. So this is where we need to set those. It's stuck. Why is it so slow? Okay, Android device development build. We have all these. Android Studio. No, this is not the right one. User build, developing server. Setting up development. This is React Native. Android SDK platform, Android virtual device, Android SDK platform. Hey, now I see all this. So I'm sure some of them are not needed. Okay, SDK platform 35, and then Intel Atomic Image System or Google API Intel x86. There's only one Google API Intel x86. Okay, and next select SDK installs, and you should make sure that the Android command latest is installed. Okay, apply. It's downloading now. Okay, in the meantime, let's try to run this up. Okay, first, what we need to do is we need to set up another terminal here. CD backend and uvcon. I forgot what is the command again. uvcon. It should be app. Do I have to read me? So it's main app. Okay, it's main app reload host 000 port 3929. Once I have it, I didn't turn on the environment. It should be this one venv scripts activate. Okay, we got the server running. Nice. We got the front end also running. Again, nice. This is the production. I close it. Okay, now what we need to do is we need to have terminal ngrok http 3929. Once that is running, we also need ngrok http 8000 8081. Oh, only one. Yeah, so we can actually host it. ngrok alternate ngrok alternate. Okay, there is one. It's completely Xerox. Download. Hmm, that's a good start. Okay. Why is it star? I like the quick install of ngrok, and I can get a URL in within seconds. I want an alternate for ngrok, but it should have the similar functionality. I want like a quick setup. Piggy. What is pingy? Okay. What your local address is localhost 8081, and I just have to copy this and paste it in my terminal, I suppose. Password, I don't know. I don't know the password protected. Oh, it's working. Okay, this works fine. Now, how can I deal with this one? So what are the things we need to focus is the app drawer. It's in the app drawer. Somewhere in the HTML there should be backend active. So who defines this? Set arrival catch, then set backend is active. API heartbeat failed. Do I see that error? API heartbeat failed. So log API heartbeat failed. I do not see that for some reason. Oh, I do see it. Hey, thanks for another like voice. I do see API heartbeat is failed. Oh, it returns 0. Probably instead of 0. Hey Siddhant, how are you, man? Throw error. Siddhant, how are you, buddy? Now it should work fine. Yeah, now it shows offline because the API is actually not working. Cool. I fixed that part. Now let's see why the API is not working. But before that, I need to change the API client.ts, and somewhere in the above base URL it says false. It's going to use the production. I'm going to change it to whatever ngrok is sharing. This is the one.
At Siddhartha 2857 says, does this work now?
Hey, it does work, bro. Hey, all those things were working fine before. What are you talking about? You're talking as if none of my command or code work. That's a bad stereotype. Okay, refresh. Still doesn't work because obviously the OAuth didn't fix it. Let's go to the code and we say backend slash. See, even that works too, man. You gotta keep some trust in me. Just for testing. Just for testing. So how can I main.py? So imagine this. Allow origins. What are the origins? It's Z-E-D. Much faster than VS Code, much resource friendly as well. You can see I am using, where is it? 512 megabytes. That's it. It's 150 now. Yeah, because again, the reason why I'm fine with Python is if for this project the bottleneck is LLM and LM Studio. There is nothing there is nothing positive if I use Golang or any other programming language as well. The output would be the same. The processing time is mostly depending on my model's output rather than just what language I pick. So why would I try to optimize another language? So allowed origins or allow origin rejects. Probably I need to disable this, and let's try this one instead of, wait, that should work fine too. Let's see if that actually fixes it. Dive.ts base URL. This should be, let's put it back. Oh no, that won't work. Okay, so we gotta use this one now. The silent love. What do you mean? Am I mute? No. This is finished. Okay, apply. Okay, I should have not closed it. I I don't think I saved the path. No, I did not. Okay, let me open that editor one more time. What is this? Android Studio is still running? I wanted to save that path. Close this and open the SDK manager. Somewhere here, this is the path. I copy this. Hey, what was the command? There should be like a home something. Okay. Honestly, let's try these. Put this down and open a new one. As simple as that. Terminal. Okay, paste it. Nothing's showing up. How about this one? Where is the other terminal? Did I close it? Terminal. Okay. Even this is not working. Did it show something? No. So it looks like I have to set those things. Okay, is there any other way to anything which is a bit easier than this? Is there any easier way to add these path? This is for one-time use. Why for React Native Expo EAS local build? I'm confused with the Java home. I don't know if I have that path inside. So let's say we go home, we go this one, we go OPT, we go Android Studio, JBR, bin. Do you see Java in here? Yeah, there is Java. Okay, looks like we can provide that. I copy all this. Do we have a notepad? Online notepad. Okay, somewhere this is where the game begins now. Android home. We see. Hey, those are the same ones. Yeah. Root and platform. Oh no, that's a problem. Okay, that means we need to update that. Ding, 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 ding. Thanks for the like, guys. So here it should be Android Studio for platform. Is that the Android Studio for platform? Okay. And how Linux happened, because React Native Expo doesn't support Windows anymore. You can still code on it. You can still use Expo Go, but in order for you to build an APK file locally in your own hardware, either need Mac or Linux. So I don't have a Mac. I don't want to replace my Windows with Linux. The only option is VirtualBox. Why not WSL? Because I need UI, and Android Studio was a pain to install in WSL. That's why I have picked this route. I don't know. This one is not the right approach for sure, but I would need something like these. That's a nice looking emoji. I copied this file and then we open. You know what? Let's do exactly what he did. So this should be Android Studio for platform. For platform. I guess that's the one. I hopefully. Yes, OPT Android Studio for platform. cd dot ls. And where is the JBR? Okay, I see the JBR here. So it looks like we need to update. Java home should not have this Android Studio bar, so I'm going to remove this. That's where the path is. And then Android Studio, it's home and android.sdk. Home, yes. I don't know about these ones, but looks like these are right. So I'm going to copy this. Looks like I can just paste it just like that. Okay, ls cd coding ls, and then cd spendify ls, and then cd spendify ls. Okay, this is where the game begins now. I go ahead and copy all these code one by one. Can I paste it together? Echo dollar java underscore home. Hey, what am I even typing? Okay, I have them in the path now, so this should work fine. Okay, EAS build. Where is the command for EAS build? EAS build APK locally. I'm going to just use this. I'm going to say space local, or I don't know if the local is the right one. Yeah, run EA's build locally. This is the one. Hey, not HR. Welcome to the stream, bro. Ah, come on. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Detected that you are using an app uses Expogo for development. This is not recommended when building production apps. What do you mean? Hey Kiran, welcome to stream. Yeah, kya lightweight OS hai? Then Ubuntu. It's Ubuntu. That's what I installed. Ubuntu. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for the like. I guess that's not HR or someone who liked my stream. Respect. I see an error already. Did I set the path? I don't know at this point. What's up, people?
At not HR says, test.
Hey, it does work, bro. It does work. Okay, it's broken. It's broken. It's broken. It's broken. Oh my god, it uploaded so many shots. It was a clone kind of a thing. Okay, until here, AI will force to use this. Okay, from here, I have to delete all these. Delete forever. What was the error? Why was it trying to? Shit, I don't want to get banned or something. Let me delete all
At
these
not
videos.
HR says, abusing speak command LLL at.
Have fun, man. No one is watching anyways, so have fun. Okay, once that's done, I will going to delete it, but also I have to work with this setup. Coding, stream assistant, video processor. Chicken biryani, yep, that works. Bad lady, what was that? I didn't see it. Does it normally take this much time? This is stuck.
At not HR says.
This is stuck. This is stuck. Oh, it doesn't understand other than any other languages other than English. Angana Ganwa Nayanina Batkratama Nyanina Rajam Lava Nina Bojama. I think that's. I didn't understand it, or I am not sure if I actually pronounced it properly.
At
आपको
I
welcome to the stream,
underscore
bro.
M underscore KIR4N says, by genius.
Bye. Thanks for joining, bro. What are you doing these days? Currently, I'm just trying to build, projects which help me in my day-to-day life. And also the AI editor that works fine. I uploaded it, and I'm also actually writing the code parallelly. For that one,
At
I guess good.
JNthridge927 says,
Hey, Jayant.
Namaste.
Namaste. Hi, Jayant. So the problem with the AI editor now is it's whenever something fails, it's trying to re-upload things again, even though the video is actually uploaded. Unsure why it's still trying to upload the same video. Looks like the YouTube API did not respond or send a response that the video is actually like uploaded. We can see all these videos. So I'm going to delete them. I hope YouTube doesn't block my channel or
At
something.
JNthridge927 says, Endi Anna Mutham look antha change Chisinav.
ఏందన్నా మంత్ మొత్తం లుక్ అంతా చేంజ్ చేసేసి లుక్ ఏం చేంజ్ చేయలేదు జస్ట్ హెయిర్ కట్ అట్లా అయిపోయింది హెయిర్ కట్ can I play a sound on a can I play a sound on stream? I don't think you can play the sound. I mean, yeah, if you like a stream then there is a that sound, but it's you cannot really play a sound. But I never thought someone would like to do that. But again, it's going to cause issues. What if you play something which has a copyright and having issues? So Apku, you're trying to ask me for a recommendation of good projects. What languages do you use? What is your niche? Is it web dev, full stack, cloud, CLIs, kernel? What are you really looking for? I can suggest any project, but can you work on satellite communications? So try to narrow down your niche. What do you want to work on? Okay, the shorts, however, worked fine. So that's a good sign. Cool. I'll leave that to it. Let's work on this section now. In this Paintify, I have this path. Where is the backend? I use meow tag. What can I make? What is meow? Mongo, E for express, O for what? Is there any language which starts with O? I know onion browser. And W for I have no idea. With meow tag, maybe you can build TikTok reels. Oh, camel. You just came up with some. You didn't even think about that when you're typing meow. You just come up with it now. This is a base URL. I have to reconfigure the. Okay, this is the final one. Where is the backend? Regex. We got to update this Regex to something else. OCaml is real. I had never heard of it. OCaml. Welcome to OCaml, the world of OCaml. What does it is? Is an industrial strength functional programming language with an emphasis of expressiveness and safety. Let square of x equals to x into x square 3 equals to a 9. Okay. Hey, this is a who created this language? Does anyone use this? Compiler has been recognized by Sigplan for the prestigious Programming Languages Software Award. trusted by. There are people using it. Powerful type safety made simple. There is no nested list in OCaml, so we need to define one first. Okay. I have no idea, bro. What is this used for? Okay, let's see. Let's see. Use cases. Quant devs use it. Performance and manipulation of complex problems like data structures. What? It uses cases range from systemic programming to financial trading, largely due to its strong static type system and interface and combination of functional, imperative, and object oriented paradigms. Rich type system, performance and efficiency, large scale users, and powerful automation. Hyper. I mean, is it a higher level language or lower level? Is it? I can understand Python. I can understand Go. I can understand Rust. So what is this one? It's also the same. Is it like a Java programming language? Okay. Why would a company use OCaml? I have worked in software now for most of my life, from small to biggest companies. I watched teams with senior developers use non mainstream languages to build services, and just about every time those devs got bored again, leave the team, leaving them stuck with the system that's hard to develop and different from the rest of the organization, eventually resulting in a complete rewrite. At companies, I try to be boring, not weird or efficient, but which usually means for me writing a very mainstream language easy to hire for. Retarded level language. A language like OCaml excels when the input and output are program like, and the problem cannot be number crunched by hardware. The typical example would be compiler. Other examples would be model checkers, code generators, or for number crunching libraries, proof assistants, so on. Complex programs where you need to explore different avenues of approach quickly and where symbolic manipulation is at the heart of the problem. Best used as kernel or module. So that's why I don't know about this, because I don't work on this section. Oh, there's a whole discussion happening around this. I have read a blog where they mentioned FP16 is very accurate in OCaml and it's fast or something. What does it do compared to C++? C++ is also strongly typed. Can it match numbers like OCaml does? It's a bit. I gotta zoom in a little bit. Hey, we got an article. Don't trust AI agents. I think this is written in Golang. I think so. It's written in TypeScript. Sorry. Garbage collection, obviously. So OCaml, what does it have? OCaml. It also has garbage collector. So C++ doesn't have it because we have Java on the other side, which has Java. What do you call it? A garbage collector. Golang also has one. So is it old? I guess this is older than Golang, maybe. Hmm. Please stop using passkeys for encrypting user data. Why is this a problem? When you overload a credential used for authentication by also using it for encryption, and blast radius for losing the credential becomes immeasurably larger. I didn't understand this. Hey, is GitHub Copilot still relevant in enterprises? GitHub Copilot is the only AI we are allowed to use where I work. I don't use it heavily. I had to turn off the auto suggestions because they are almost always wrong. This 1 hour ago, the hijack the tab key, yes, which makes writing my hand painful, having to hit escape before every tab. I tried looking for a way to change the key binding a year ago, but it didn't seem possible. In an interview with the CTO, he's very old, like 50 plus, asked me why not build with Java and why only Go. The systems were entirely written in Java, so I said Java is shit. Very heavy and poor experience. He said, get out of my answer. I would have said that Go has a much faster, cold startup times, and it is available in cloud systems. But running a Java-based system in cloud takes up a lot more memory and CPU processing power, which increases the costs of the processing, which AWS bills us. So that's what I would have said. And coming to the languages, I would still pick Java if because it's a proven language and it has a lot wider ecosystem. But when it comes to ecosystem, it's either Python or Node.js, bro. Is it still running or is it dead? Build fail. Why? Could not update something. No space left on a device. Dude, I assigned how much storage on it? That's strange. I have a ton of storage, bro. What do you mean? I didn't expect this kind of no space left on a device. Htop for disk usage or btop? Okay. Which one is the disk in here? I don't think it's the disk problem, it's the usage problem. Probably I need to restart it because I did increase the size. It's not like that I did not increase it. I did increase. How can I keep this in a safe place? Notepad. Do we have notepad? No. Do we have keep notes? I don't know. Btop. Okay. Should I try it? Okay. Uh, it definitely is 32 GB and I use 30 GB. That's where the problem is. Okay, there is a news kicked in. It's an important news. It seems like Iran has striked US bases or something like that. That's what I saw. USA versus Iran. Yep, 6 minutes ago, live updates: US and Israel attack Iran as Tehran retaliates over Middle East. Cautious, you're okay. What's the problem? Looks like it's on now. It's been like 4 minutes, 11 hours ago. Did Iran attack something? Iran attack. Okay, as Tehran actually hits US bases and allies across Middle East in retaliation. So they strike and they are striking back. This affects a lot of stock market. So it went down, but it's in 7 a.m. and it did not affect that much, honestly. But yeah, looks like the attacking has begun. Let's see what happens to the economy of the world. So I did increase my file sizes, bro. I did increase it to, I guess, how can I shut it down? I close it, power off machine. So I'll show it to you. Hey, welcome to the stream, bro. Dasu Walo. Walo? I'm going to call you Dasu. I did increase the size. You can see like 203 gigabytes. I don't know why it did not update it. Refresh. Just Dasu. Okay. Cannot comment on the situation because I may. Yeah, I'm not even trying to comment. I'm just trying to see what's happening. So normally, I think something happened in this time. So this is where someone attacked someone and it went down, and it's really going up again because that's how Bitcoin works. So every time there is some drop, people would like imagine this. It dropped to 75, people invested, and it dropped to 65, people invested. Telugu bro nenu. Relangi Mama is my bot. It's written in Golang and TypeScript. It does a lot more than just being a bot. It understands what's happening in my stream. It also tracks all your messages. If you go into my site, you should be able to see yourself in the website. These all things were tracked by Relangi Mama, not me. It also awards you some points so that you can use them with the commands list. If you want to see the commands list, just type exclamation CMDS, or I can just show it to you. YouTube commands, chat commands. So these are the ones. This is again my own personal database. It only tracks your like live stream messages. It doesn't track like other YouTube comments. It's not possible to track all my YouTube content. So yeah, that's the thing. It also tracks what's happening in my stream. It edits my videos on the fly. It also uploads that to YouTube and stuff like those. Yeah, use speak command. Yes. Just randomly open your stream for your information. And Relangi Mama welcomes me. Yeah, Relangi Mama was initialized in 2021 or 2022. Back in the day, I was streaming in Telugu, and then I moved to English because the AI cannot understand Telugu. But I still kept it as it is because if someone joins from Telugu language, they could recognize that I'm actually a Telugu person. So that's why I kept the name as it is. They didn't even update it. Yeah, that's the introduction. If you like my stream, something's going to happen. You can switch the layout by typing exclamation screen or exclamation face. There is much more cool stuff you can do, Dasu. So someone liked my stream. Thank you so much for that. For speak command, you should use Prakash Raj's voice. The thing is, OBS, so I have to come up with some optimized approach. If I use some voice modularization where it tries to mimic another voice, then it's going to use a lot of resources. That's not feasible. That, and again, OBS, the speak command runs in OBS browser session, and only have to use whatever the browser provides to keep the resources as minimal as possible. If I use some kind of Python library to train an LLM to respond how this dude speaks, then it's going to be a lot of resource costs. Yes. And again, I'm also streaming, so that means my GPU, my RAM, my processor will be mostly relied on that, and also parallel recording, running an AI LLM model for all this Raylang Imama stuff. It's already packed up. So that's not how you use the speak command, bro. You just type exclamation speak space, type something, uh, whatever you want to say. Try English, because again, the model doesn't understand anything other than English. Hey, what was I trying to do? I was trying to do something. Yes, the storage. Even though our virtual size is, what is release properties? What does release do?
At Day Servolo says, "What's up, Gooners?"
Yep, that's how it works. And there is also GIF command, but it costs 2 points. I just had this call points because of to stop some spam. But again, you can see it only costs 1 point. So basically, your points remains the same. Goners. And you can actually see the changes within the site now. If you go to blazingbrain.com, YouTube, you should see your profile, and it also shows that you have used the speak command twice. So the bot actually tracks what you are doing in the channel. This is your first stream, this is your last stream. For example, let's try looking for not HR. This is not HR. He joined my stream in 2025 July. Hey, it's almost been a few more months. It will be a 1 year anniversary for not HR. And this was his first video. Back in the day, I didn't really record the last one, and the last message was actually an emoji. So that's why Relangi Mama doesn't understand emojis. But if I refresh, it should be yay. See, things work. I didn't record the first commit back in 2025, so that's why there is no information on that. Cool setup, man. Yeah, see? Everything is built by these hands. Show my face. That's me. That's my bed. This is my chair. This is my mic. This is my mouse. This is my gaming phone. This is my normal phone. What else? This is my gaming headset. Oh, I just. Okay, what else? Yeah, that's it. Uh, what was the command to move to my screen? Back to gaming. Yeah, restore, restore. Every time I open YouTube, something happens here. Okay, you can see that these shots are generated with AI, and the Relang Mama, the moment I record a video, it spins up a command and it would use the AI to edit all these videos. Yeah, some of them are repeated because within the same video looks like it found some content which is worth sharing. Okay, what were we doing? Yeah, the storage. I don't know what's the problem here. What happens if I press release? I don't want to mess things up. Release. Are you sure you want to release the disk? This will detach it from virtual machine Ubuntu. No, don't release it then. How can I increase the actual size of it? Even after setting it to 200 gigabytes, it still shows 30 GB. how can it actually grow? Hope this understands it. What you're seeing is normal, maximum allowed, and is an actual space. Why is it not growing? Increase the disk to and only increases the maximum limit. It will grow from 32 GB and 40 GB, etc. only when the files are added inside Ubuntu. To actually use the full, check the disk, boot Ubuntu and run ls disk, and you should probably see disk 200 G, partition 30 GB. Okay. Oh, it does, it does, it does. We cannot really predict what happens in the next 6 months. Like if you include AI and countries having issues, I don't know. Yeah, hopefully it's going to get better. Yeah, hopefully. So what? Let's try to spin this up now and see if it actually fixes anything, or I can just delete some stuff. Who knows? I'm trying my best. So where are you from, Dasu? What do you work on? Are you a dev or you a? What is your favorite language? What operating system you use? Those sort of things. First, we gotta use. Where did I save those? Oh, it's not there. Okay, I gotta bring those back and save them. I hope I have my previous pages. Restore session. Does it have it? No, it doesn't have it. My bad. Okay, I have to copy these. I guess the only thing I have to change here is it's Android Studio for platform, I guess. For platform. The rest is all the same. I can just copy them and I just paste it here. Okay, that works fine. Then we gotta go to ls cd coding, ls cd spendify. Come on. ls cd spendify, and then this is where we need to run this eas expo. Eas build platform local. Yes. Okay, let's. Okay, I graduated last year and interning at a company. Been 8 months. Don't know if I'll be converted or not. They are supposed to confirm something at 6 months. Oh, currently working in Hyderabad. Originally from Vijayawada. Nice, nice, nice. Is something happening here? People from Iran. Oh my goodness, it's going to fall, bro. This is MedPlus. Oh, I know MedPlus. Companies are moving from DS round to AI rounds. Looks like some changes are happening in the interview process. The cursor pair programming round, instead of giving a blank Google Doc, they will give you an IDE fully loaded with an AI agent. The test isn't write this feature from scratch. The test is build this feature using the AI. They watch your workflow. Do you give the AI the right context? Do you blindly accept it auto completes. The hallucination hunt. They hand you a 500-line script that an AI generated. It looks perfect, it runs, but there is a fatal logic flaw hidden inside. Okay, we have to just try to study the code and then understand if there are any issues. The prompt depth question, a behavioral question. Tell me about a time where you used AI to generate code and it becomes unmaintainable. How do you fix it? If you answer the AI is always perfect, you immediately fail. Stop grinding algorithms for 8 hours. Hmm. Every interview that skill bans AI tools is basically testing the wrong skill. Unless you're just expressing your idea, I don't think using Google Docs for interview is a bit too much stretch. These days, people expect you to have some IDE. Damn, in a single day. All my efforts, to learn DSA. I did not try to learn DSA, but don't feel like that because DSA it's not a bad thing. That skill will always be with you. Okay, success. This time it's still running, so I guess that's fine. Oh, it's failing. Still running. Error, 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 error. Does not have source property files. Why this is too difficult? All right, let's give it up. I think I'll just go with the export local. But let's fix this tool. We gotta update this one. Where is the AI? I don't know. I'm not good at rejax. It's been a long time I use this, so I'm going to do update this rejax to support. What was the URL again? The ng rock as well. Okay, once it is updated, it might need to be placed or specific. Okay, it's done. Or okay, that's nice. I'll go and replace that here. Pressing save. Is this updated? The terminal. Did you try to spell your stream setup? I think people might be interested. Selling your stream setup? What do you mean? Oh, this one, the Railing Mama thing. I did not try to sell it. I don't know if it can scale or not because I'm not using YouTube API. That shit is paid and it's expensive. I'm using tricks to make it work, but I don't think that like Cloudflare. I do know Cloudflare tunnels. I do know Zedrock. I do know Tailscale. I use Cloudflare a lot. All my things are actually hosted in Cloudflare. I have a Raspberry Pi which hosts like 4 to 5 servers, and they are all connected with Cloudflare. And I use Caddy, which is written in Go. Wonderful tool. It's just that for current testing, I'm just trying to see what exactly the problem is. Then why this is not working. Even if I refresh, yeah, enter site, dude. Wait a minute. Yeah, I need to update this one. Not ng-rock. Use this link. MedPlus uses Ubuntu, by the way. MedPlus uses Ubuntu? Where did you get that information from? MedPlus tech stack? Is this how you search? PHP, dude, they're using PHP, bro. And you do not say that okay they are deploying things in Linux. Everyone deploys things in Linux. AWS is entirely Linux. Okay, now hopefully this makes a difference. 15 seconds. Do I have to really wait 15 seconds? Okay, 15 seconds passed. Now it says online. Now it says online. Yes. So it was the Rejax issue then. Nothing else. It's just a. Oh, you're working on a Spring Boot plus React. Hey, Spring Boot is cool. It's cool, but it's a bit bloated. Too much code, but it's cool. I always speak into billing system. What are you trying to do? Something naughty? You know, break their billing systems. Oh, this is sad. Not not okay, okay. Not HR underscore in. Bro, no Telegana. Technical interview question. Suppose, can anyone solve this question? Suppose you have a 5 TB worth of text data and you want to count the total number of words. How will you do this? So let's forget about the 5 TB. There is a text data, and how can I count the number of words? If anyone replies with I'll ask OpenClaw to write me some self-improving workflow, I'll come on to you. Hi ChatGPT, can you please share the number of words? Thanks. He also mentions using thanks. Uh, what is the actual answer? Okay, this is also AI generated, but let's see. Parallel processing, map phase, boundary handling, redux, reduce phase. This is also AI generated. Split into chunks. There is a logic called tokenization, I guess. So uh, we can just. But I like this Rejax approach. We can see they wrote a Rejax, basically uh, trying to split into like spaces and then take the total count. No Spark Hadoop bullshit needed, as this is an embarrassingly parallel or IO bound task. So I'm assuming it's not a single file, and I have a POSIX semantics available. This is actually a good solution. This is actually a good solution. You can think of many fancy ways to do this, but the correct answer is to use map reduce with its words count example. Solution that worked 25 years back. For even more basic approach, read the first chapter of the programming perils. It's a great problem to build intuition. Why do you need a map reducer if the data fits on one machine? Quite literally a textbook example. I guess you guys are satisfied with this answer. Yeah, that's the thing. If you go with this approach, it might take a lot of RAM, but everyone is assuming that that big of a text is coming from a distributed system. It's not one system, so unsure, but it's a good take. I don't know what is the exact problem with how to solve this thing. I got a notification. Hey, thank you, bro. మా తెలుగు తల్లికి మల్లెపూ దండ. Oh, dude, is this real? We got some real footage, boys. Different angle of Bahrain Heights getting hit by a drone. Look at this. I don't know if it's just AI generated or not, but this looks real. This definitely looks real. Dude, is it AI generated? I mean, if it's AI generated, then man, AI has reached that level. If it's AI generated, then we are totally doomed. AI, even people are asking, can someone confirm? Yeah, I can't even tell if it's AI, man. Everyone is everyone is asking whether it's rock. The moment this Twitter added this grok feature, everyone is, for every post they are going to ask, hey grok, what building is this? Hey grok, uh, look at this. Is this true or the video of on today's ongoing war? Let's see what it responded. Yes, it is an authentic footage from today. Okay, they're not even trying to search, they're just like, yeah, just ask grok. That much AI has been adopted. Look at this. Grog, is this video real? Yes, the video is real. People used to be like 5 years ago, yeah, just Google it, but now they're like, yeah, just ask Grok. Good one.
At Sai Krishna Oi5LG says, Iuinti Kotha keyboard
Oh,
thumbnail
Sai
low.
Krishna. వైఫైఎల్జీ ఏంట్రా అయ్యా కొత్త కీబోర్డ్ అంటే అది యాక్చువల్గా తమ్నేల్ది పాత కీబోర్డ్. నా కొత్త కీబోర్డు బటర్ స్మూత్, రెడ్ స్విచ్చెస్ అదిరిపోతాయి. సౌండ్ వింటావా? యాక్చువల్గా చాలా సైలెంట్ ఉంటాయి. ఇప్పుడు నా ఇండియాలో ఉన్న మెకానికల్ కీబోర్డ్ ఉంటుంది చూడు, అది ర్యాండమ్ ఓకే ఓకే. ఇది ఇండియాలో నేను షో మై ఫేస్, ఇండియాలో నేను కొన్నా కదా ఫస్ట్ మెకానికల్ కీబోర్డ్. కానీ హియర్ షేడ్. ఓకే, లెట్ మీ రిమూవ్ ది నాయిస్ క్యాన్సలైజేషన్. Probably that would be better. One second. Where is the filter for the mic? Okay, not this one. One second, guys. It might. I forgot where did I have that scene. Okay, now I have it. Okay, no noise cancellation. The mic would sound really shit now, so don't worry about it. Yeah, I can clearly see the graph going up and down. So anti-sports, bro, this was the one I bought for 900 or 950 something back in 2019. Increase the gain. I can see the OBS is already touching like red. Increase your speaker volumes, idiots. Okay, I have total 3 keyboards. Let me bring the other one. Okay, let's hear some ASMR. Okay, so this is the first keyboard, which you might saw in the thumbnail. This is like a linear, what do you call these, which has a less height, low profile keyboard. It's a brown switch and really works great. I bought it in an auction and this is how it sounds. I don't hate it. I like the sound of it. Everything works fine. It has multi-connect. One is like the dongle, then 2 Bluetooths. It also can be used for like direct wide connection. So I got bored of it and I cannot really use it for gaming because it's a bit longer. Cool. But for programming and general office work, this is a wonderful keyboard. The name of this keyboard is Snenda. Definitely not a well-known brand. Now let's talk about the anti-sports one. This is the first mechanical keyboard which I bought in my life in 2019 or 2020. This is classic blue switches. Let me pull out a keycap just to show you. So after using a lot of mechanical keyboards, then I realized the sound of it is it's not actually that great. But The number some keys are not working anymore. The C key, the caps lock, and the W key, they all just doesn't work anymore. But I normally have this when some kid comes to the home and they want to bang on the keyboard. I'll just give this to them and they can, hit it as hard as possible. So this is how it sounds. It's actually a very old keyboard. This is not how it used to sound. The springs are obviously gone. I don't do like what lubing or stuff like those. So the sound is really not that great. But back when the day when it was new, I really liked typing on it. But this is actually the fastest type. And then comes the one which I bought. I really love this keyboard. I enjoy playing on it. I enjoy typing on it. I enjoy. Dude, when I say lube, that's not what I mean. Even for keycaps or mechanical things, we need to lube them. Okay. So this is the keyboard which I'm using right now. Highly suggested. It's called James Donkey. The brand name is really awesome. So yeah, it has a knob. Even though I don't really use it, it has a multi-connect, like 3 Bluetooth devices, 1 Wi-Fi, and 1 wired. It's Cricron. I don't know. I don't really know. So this is how it sounds. Yes, the name is James Donkey. Just listen to the sound. It's super silent. It is known for that butter smooth, gasket based mode. It's heavy. It's really heavy keyboard, but it feels good when you type on it. After using this one and other premium ones, I just hate using the anti sports one. I don't really hate it, but for the price, it was fine. And the other one, the linear low profile, I used it for 2 years. So, but this one is, what is the price of this? I don't pay more than $25 for this. This was $21. For $21, you're not even getting a wireless keyboard anymore. Just increase your volume if you want to hear it properly. I'm actually hitting a bit too hard just to make it sound loud, but normally I don't use that much. And this is how I type. Really awesome keyboard, man. These are red switches, I suppose. Yeah, these are red switches. These are like what this is the keyboard which is like completely customizable. It's hot swappable as well. They have provided like 5 extras key switches if something goes wrong, but for $25 this is 100% worth it. It's actually like 75 or 65. On a deal I got it for 21. No joke, 21. I'm putting my noise cancellation back because 1 2 3 go. Now it should sound good. Hey, thanks for the like, man. Whoever gave me that like. We meet that talk? Mod that baby. What do you mean? Oh yeah, search for. Can anyone switch to my screen, please? Type exclamation screen. What is that one? Q. Oh, I didn't plug it. 1 second. Okay. QK80M2. Okay, QKM2 custom mechanical keyboard. I hope this is not expensive. Wireless support, quick detachable, RGB lighting, and custom layout. How much? What is the cost of this? It's $200, bro. How much? Why would you spend 209? I mean, without tax and everything, $200 for a keyboard. I don't think we should be worried about that much. For me, spending $50 would be like, why do I need that expensive? Yeah, I can understand it's like quick detachable, it's fully customizable, whatnot. But is it really needed to spend $200 on a keyboard? My AI is directly editing all sort of videos. Let's see if that actually fixes the issue or is it wasting my time again. So it has uploaded one video for sure. Oh, looks like the yeah, looks like my there's a problem with LM Studio these days. It's just it's removing the model. The model which is loaded. Yeah, for some reason it just removes this model. Why? Just keep it in the memory, even though I'm not using it at that point, just keep it. Yeah, increase the token size, bro. Do I have the anything that would automatically unload this? No. You would have gotten it. So there are other keyboards as well. What is the feature which actually attracts you? $200 is too expensive for me. Can you explain how the shorts creation actually? Yeah, sure, sure. One second. Let me actually see if I can find a setting that is auto just removing the model from the memory, even though I didn't have that thing set up. Developer experience. Oh, auto. Okay, right here. On demand loading and model. JIT models auto evicts. Ensure at most one model is loaded via JIT to any given time. Don't unload it, please. Yeah, increase the time to like what 5,000. I don't want the model to offload. Okay, the model is loaded now. Let's see. Closing it. Okay, let's come back to the chat. Okay, good night. I have to sleep. Bye bye. Uh, okay, the short creation. So what happens is, while I'm speaking, I have to speak in English so that the AI can understand. It's going to listen what's happening in the stream, and within a given frame, I once it's recorded, I mean, it's already recording in the parallel. It's going to generate a OBS video recorded, and once that goes into the like saved into the folder, Raylang Imama would make an API call to the other Python function. It's basically a fast API. I don't want to call it the server, but it's a server. It sends a post message that hey, there are files you can edit, and it's going to take that file, use Open Whisper, process the video, transcribe it, and also listen to this microphone instead of the system sounds or anything, so that they won't get distracted. And with that transcribe, it's going to send that to a local LLM which I just showed you, Quinn 8B. I am not that rich to use ChatGPT API. It's expensive. It costs around $7 to just transcribe one like video, which is of 5 to 6 minutes. Why is that? Because the amount of tokens which goes inside the YouTube, the ChatGPT, which is whatever I speak, and then it needs to send back the finalized JSON output. Like, okay, keep this, remove this, merge these. So this is actually a lot more expensive process. So that's why I did not use cloud-based AI models. I'm using locally installed Olama-based model, which is Quinn 8. I tried Gemma 3 8B. I tried Llama. I tried a bunch of different models, but this was the only one which was actually giving a valid output. So what happens then? We have a final transcribe, which is like polished within the AI, and then that will be going to two different functions. Now, one goes for the long form, one goes for the short, and then let's forget the short long form because you only want it for shorts. So what happens for the shorts is the video is pulled back again. The silent sections of the video will be removed, and then we have the whole segments. So based on that segments, we can talk about, let's say the final video is like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes. It's going to send that text again to the AI LLM, and it's going to decide, okay, we can extract two, or we can extract one, we can extract three shots. All those values or timestamps will be sent back. The entire processing will be done in Python using ffmpeg. LLM is only going to use the transcribe and then do the jumbling of the words. That's it. Once it gets it, the Python is going to have the final video, and it's going to use the same transcribe to burn the subtitles on the videos. So eventually this is the final output. So just like how we talked about the drone hitting, Bahrain, that's this one. But this is also a good example. Again, it's AI edited, so sometimes the content it doesn't really understand my voice yet. Maybe I'm speaking low at some point, high at some points. It doesn't really understand the whole story. That's the reason while I'm streaming, I try to talk about a one topic constantly, and I give clear words indication that I moved away from the topic. That's why even though like Sahani has texted something, I'm not responding to him because AI would think that I'm moving away of my topic. Hi ChatGPT, can you please share the number of words? Thanks. He also mentions using thanks. So that's what it's editing. What is the actual answer? Okay, this is also AI generated. So this is the captions I'm talking about. So in the shorts, what it does is it takes the original video. I tried a lot to actually make it like full. It's not possible because my camera. I need to record the screen and the camera in a separate like video files and then merge them into the video, but it's going to be way too complicated. For now, I'm just going to ship content and see how it works. And eventually I'll get to that point. So this is the shorts, and there is also the long form. If you go back and if you go to the videos, shorts are directly posted as public. I don't care, these are just shorts. But for the videos, they will be in private. If I feel like okay, this video can be pushed forward, that's when I'm going to like let it push. If not, I'm just going to delete them. So these are the videos which I posted. Cool stuff. Yes, this is fully automatic. I don't really have that much time to sit and then we edit my like what 4 hours or 3 hours live stream. It's not possible. Even though I can use like what DaVinci Resolve, CapCut, which has a transcribe based editing, it still takes a lot of time. I don't want to spend that much time. And obviously, I don't want to hire another person to edit my videos. So for this job, it does things fine. For the amount of hard work I put, for the code I have, it does a decent job. I really wish I can use. There is another model which is better than Quinn LLM, which are there, but there are like 30B, 70B models. I don't have that big of a graphic card. If I have them, there is no regrets. I can just run it for years. Maybe one day some optimized models would come up so that I don't have to run like about 24 gigabytes of GPU. As I'm speaking, you can see it's editing a video and it's talking about the keyboard video. So it's doing its thing. It's doing its thing. And I optimized a ton shit of this program so that it doesn't take too long. Previously, when I within the first iteration, if a video is like 6 minutes, it would take 12 to 25 minutes just to edit that video because of all the iterations. Then I studied about FFmpeg. Then I studied about subtitle burning. Previously, I was rendering subtitle for each frame. So that means imagine like a 60 fps video for 60 like 6 minutes, then it would take like what double the size because for each frame it's going to take some time. Then I studied about that. That's not actually how the production or the big companies do. I looked into internet, I asked ChatGPT and it gave me that okay, there is a process called burning, have you tried it? What is burning? I studied about it. That looks like okay, there is a video and you can just burn your subtitle on top of it. That saved a lot of time. And then using obviously hardware encoding instead of CPU, yeah, ton of processing, and then eventually it's here wherever it is. I'm really happy with it because there were times I just wanted to give up the project that yeah, it's not possible. So you can see it edited a video. I bought 3 keyboards for like 25, and then there is shots again. I don't know, looks like that it couldn't find any shots within that video. Oh no, first the long form video is processed, then the short form video will be processed. The problem with this is sometimes the video, whatever I'm uploading, is still being processed. I cannot really check whether it's actually uploaded or not. Even though I'm using the same API for short form and long form for uploading it to the YouTube, shorts are uploaded much faster and like consistent, but for some reason the long form videos were always giving me issues. So that's why I'm thinking to let's just stop these long form uploads. I'll let them edit it, but do not upload it. I'll be doing all the uploads. I don't know what API fail is happening here. All right, it's 1:30 people. Maybe I can just wrap it up things. I figured out the issue was with the rejects. Once that is fixed, that should be fine. Let's push this change and make it a deploy to see what things are actually fixed. The config is fine. I'm going to just upload this as it is. Should be fine, I guess. Let's keep it and try to use the same API. Yes. The backend and these both needs to be staged. Commit messages. Trying to fix what is it called? Course issue. Commit. Once that is committed, I will do a push. Git push. Is it push to master origin? I'm going to my stream PC. I'm going to do the same docker build command. All right, have fun streaming. I might take my broadcast and go grind DSA. What language do you use to grind DSA? Because that was one of my biggest regrets, that I'm not that good at DSA. I want to start it after these projects. I don't really have any idea to do DSA. Sorry, do any work on any projects. I was thinking from Monday to Friday I'll be doing DSA, and then on stream like weekends we will be looking at LinkedIn or Twitter just to react to some things. For like absolute beginner, I do have programming experience, but DSA is obviously different. How can I? Well, obviously, I cannot spend as much like hours of time. So, what is the best approach for me? Hey, Deepan, I did it in C++, but Python is. I am going to do it with Python. I'm not going away from Python. I used to use C++ now. Since I work with Java, I'm just using Java right now. I want to speed up, but my regret is only doing DSA. Why? I was never interested in DSA. Honestly, I was only interested in building some tools or web apps or some kind of Android apps that help me. Just like how I built Relangi Mama and this auto editor, same way. Hey, what was I doing here? Like GitHub, 25 backend. Open the terminal. I'm currently doing DSA in Golang and learning agentic AI frameworks in Python. Nice. I don't. Why would you do DSA in Golang? So, is it true that Web3 job market is dead? Yeah, no one is adopting Web3. The problem with Web3 is you need some customers, you need some users to like to actually use it. Until the big companies adopt Web3, no one is going to post jobs in Web3. There is no way. That's how the businesses work. Why do we have React jobs? Because many companies adopted React framework. That's why we have React jobs. No one is adopting Web3. There is no use case in these big companies or like whatever businesses we have for Web3. That is the reason. I don't say that the technology is bad. It's just that maybe it still needs some time to get adopted. Oh, I did. Let me do a git pull in my server PC. Git pull. Git stash pull. Okay, and then we do the Docker build. I'm doing in Golang to get comfortable in Golang for making backend in Golang later. That's a bad choice, because backend in Golang is basically framework game and the syntax is not that difficult if you are comfortable with TypeScript and a little bit of more like advent of coding in Golang to get comfortable with building. Okay, mix, fine. Okay, the backend is hosted now. I'm coming to my gaming PC just to test if it's actually working. So I'm going to change this config main.py rules.txt. Hey, where is the one? API client base URL. I'm going to change it back to this one, and let's see if it actually works. What? Why? Oh, time exceeded. Stupid. Okay. Spendify dot. Alright, I don't remember the URL. I'm going to open it in my own personal profile. Okay, it does show online. Oh, no, that's not how it works. Sorry. Okay, localhost 881. Oh, it shows offline. Why? Somewhere I'm having issues. I don't know. What's the exact problem here? Well, this works. Why is it trying to get health from NGRock? Oh, I should have updated the code. 1 second, sorry. So this one needs to be saved. I'm pressing. I guess it's okay. Deploy. Press commit. I'm doing a push. The sad part is this is not fun. So within some time, we are going to have. So the network calls. Let's see. I'll do a refresh. Okay, it's talking to the original backend now. Oh no, it's still talking to the NGRock. That needs to be updated. Did I do a git push? Okay, push everything is updated. Within some time, it's going to, deploy it. Let's wait and see. Let's load it one more time. I hope by this time this needs to be built. It's still using NGRock. Let's go and check what's happening with Cloudflare. Dude, just log in quickly. Quick search. What is the one which is pages? 7 seconds ago. Okay, this should have been updated now. It's online. I guess this is working fine now. Yeah, this is working. This is totally working. Nice. So we go import. This is the final test. HTML import. Upload. Pick a file. I'm going to pick Walmart receipts. Walmart some receipt did not work. Why? What it is? What did it happen this time? Let me see the docs. I don't know how to fix this issue. It's basically a course issue. All right, I'll see about this later. All right, people. Any last messages? I'll head out for lunch. Anyway, was an awesome stream. We'll see you guys again in the next stream. Bye bye.